You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network.
TSPN.
Hey, Trey, lock in, bro. Hey, B, lock in, bro. Lock in. I need 20. Y'all look fine.
Basketball fans, good evening and welcome to today's game on Travis Sport Athletic Center here on the campus of Trinity University. Right, it's time for the boys' championship game for the 23rd annual Travis Friendly Match. Tonight we have the Wildcats of Carmel School and your Trinity Episcopal Titans. You remind concessions are located left. Bathrooms are in the hallway behind the near side stand. Please stay off the green boundary on the court while the game is in progress. We ask at this time that you are able to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the flag of our national. So we're starting with first. Move on. A junior, number 1, Joaquin Harlan. A junior, number 3, Jordan. A senior, number 11, Elias. A senior, number 12, Dakota 7.
Good evening and welcome to this TESPN broadcast of the championship game of the Travis Invitational, the 23rd annual E-Dale Travis Invitational. I'm Rick Hamlin. I played for Coach E-Dale Travis and coached in this tournament 9 times, won it 7 times. So this is an event that's near and dear to my heart and hoping to see the Titans lift that trophy again. Thrilled to be joined tonight by class of 2025 4-star football defensive back, 2-time football state champion, and former JV basketball player, Terrence Deuce Edwards. Deuce, what's up?
What's going on?
Good to have you alongside. I know you've done a little bit of work with TESPN here and there over the last year or two, so I know you know a lot of these guys on the team, and what are you expecting to see tonight?
Man, hope we get buckets today, I see, my guys like Trey Coles and Brent Thompson. We put in the work, so, I hope we could all just, come together tonight. And, we had a good game last night, and, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last night I saw you on the front row of what was honestly a much larger student section than we see right now. And good energy in the building last night. Little surprised that it's not more students here tonight, but maybe they'll trickle in as the game goes on. And I think momentarily we also are going to be joined by Ryan Lloyd, who was with me on the call last night. And Ryan is just settling in here as well, so we'll get him going in a minute. But these two teams, Carmel, the Wildcats, and these Trinity Episcopal Titans, played just 8 days ago at the Sleepy Thompson Invitational up in Alexandria, Virginia, and it was a barn burner. I tuned in for part of it. Titans were down double digits in the third quarter, but were able to come back and win a close one. Tie ball game in the last few seconds. Brent Thompson hit a 3 to break the tie and put the Titans into the lead. So I'm sure Carmel is looking for some revenge. Definitely they've got some size, a lot more than what we saw from Banner Christian last night. Titans go with the same starting 5 we've seen all season, but the Wildcats will control to open it up, and Wildcats opened up with a 3, no good. But they get the offensive rebound, and another rebound. It'll be off of Alex Shakin and Wildcat ball. Ryan Lloyd is with us now, so we got another 3-man crew here tonight. Ryan, how you doing?
Doing good. Just kind of got caught in some traffic on the way here. Kind of jealous of you, Mr. Hamlin, able to walk to campus. Maybe not as fortunate for me. I got about a 30-minute commute, but I'm here nonetheless.
Glad to see you. And Carmel draws first blood. 3-pointer by Elia Morindati to get the Wildcats to the lead. And I misspoke. I said Ryan and I did the game together last night. We were actually here Wednesday night, and I did not understand that call. Looked like it was clearly off Carmel, but the official said that Keaton Gregory touched it. So Titans' first possession ends in a turnover.
That's one of the things I think the Titans are going to look for. Turnovers will really hurt them in the game against Catholic, and they can come back and avoid those mistakes. Then
Good board.
Yeah, good board by Keaton Gregory. And one thing that having coached in this gym a lot of times, probably, I don't even know exact number, but over 100 for sure. when you come out and it's not a big crowd, there can be a little bit of a letdown. So these guys got to fight through that. Great pass by Brent Thompson. Great hands by Keaton Gregory, and a nice finish. Good to see Keaton get off the mark early
I
tonight.
think when it's all said and done, King gonna be probably one of the best players come out of here.
Yeah,
I see
really
it.
impressed with Keaton's potential. You see him move his feet there defensively, and yeah, just a freshman, very skilled. Hard work again by Keaton to keep that one alive, but it will go off Mason Patrick. And I have the pleasure of teaching Keaton actually twice a day in both world history and sports media, and great student, straight A student, great class participation, just a really good kid, loves sports and loves basketball, and that's already his, I think, 3rd rebound in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I think one of the keys for this Titan team is keeping him
Good
out of
take.
foul trouble. They're able to do that. They're able to have a lot more under the basket presence.
Trey Coles, the lefty, gives the Titans their first lead of the night.
Oh yeah, Trey Coles, that's home team right there.
But the Wildcats take the lead right back with Joaquin Harley, and this has the makings of a game that could go back and forth. We know teams are pretty evenly matched. Had the close one 8 days ago. Chaikin was able to get his feet set. Long rebound goes to the Wildcats. Those are the shots you typically see Alex Chaikin make. And that time it was number 3, Jordan Watson, pushing the Carmel lead. And now they get a steal by Harley.
Mr. Ham, I have your question.
Yes,
So, did you watch the last game Trinity played Carmel?
Bits and pieces, but I wasn't able to see the whole thing.
So I was gonna ask, what do you think was vital, like, for us to win that game? Like,
Well, I know their size really hurt us in that game, and I know they out-rebounded us by like 18 rebounds. It was a huge differential. It took the Titans getting hot in the second half, especially Alex Chaikin, and then Brent with the big game winner. But I think rebounding was the reason it was a struggle. So good to see Chaikin get the rebound there.
It's also nice to see the Titans, while still down here, they've started off really poorly against Carmel when they played them last time. If they're able to at least keep pace initially, I think their chances are much better in the long run if they don't have to make a big comeback towards the end.
Yeah, no question, Ryan. And you mentioned foul trouble. We saw that be an issue really in both home games so far, especially for Keaton Gregory, and going to need him on the boards. But Carmel's in attack mode here early. Biggest lead of the game now is a 5-point lead. And that's where Keaton's got to get a little stronger. Wasn't able to handle that one in traffic. And this could make it an 8-point lead, but it's no good. Keaton Gregory with the rebound. Mason Patrick wants it. He loves it on that right side, and he'll draw the foul. First foul of the game on Carmel on Devion Boatwright. The senior picks that one up, and Mason will go to the line for 2. In the 2 home games we've seen here, Mason's free throw shooting has been just okay. He gets fouled a fair amount because he takes it strong to the basket. So like to see him knock down 2 here, and he does make the first one.
Yeah, those free throws, I know Coach Blazers really put an emphasis. I think in some ways, especially early in the season last year, their kind of lack of free throws that were knocked down kind of really hurt them, especially in a lot of close games the Titans had. So good to see that they're at least working on it this year.
Good move.
Yeah, and he does make 2 free throws, but that's a great move, like Deuce just said, by Elia Morindadi. That gives him 5 points here in the first quarter.
I'm not a big fan of opposing teams, but he got game.
Yeah, I think this whole starting 5 for Carmel has impressed me with different facets of their game. They do have a lot of guys on the bench, but I don't know if they'll maybe have the depth. It's definitely a much smaller just student body over at Carmel, not a very big school. So some of those guys down on the bench, not sure how much time they'll get. And playing 2 games in 2 days, it'll be interesting to see if depth plays a role. We saw last night the Titan bench gave some great minutes. The other Deuce Mason, did some great things defensively. We saw Huey Stone get involved with 6 points. Turan Nelson missed that shot, but he had a good game last night coming off the bench. And a good steal by Chaikin. He's got Mason open.
Hey!
And Mason finishes and one. Yeah, you maybe heard me start to say and one, and then took a minute to hear the whistle blow, but that official right there, one of the best refs we have. He refs a lot of college games and really makes me feel secure that we're going to get a well-officiated game when you see him.
I think Mason's the definition of hooping like a football player.
Yeah, maybe you can get him out next year.
Real strong guy. I got to talk to Wally about that.
Yeah, I could see.
I hope we can.
I could see him playing some linebacker.
Tight end.
Tight end. Good
Go
steal
Chaikin.
again by Chaikin.
Duncan shaking.
And he got fouled, no call, but great effort by Brent Thompson to get down there, clean it up, and we got a tie game.
Yeah, Carmel School Titans were able to kind of capitalize off the initial offensive rebound that Carmel's get after their missed three. They've attempted a good number of threes, not been able to knock many down, but they've been getting the rebound so far.
Good rebound there by Brent, and little bit of action after the whistle.
Nah, he played football. Has Carmel School got a football team?
I don't think they have football, but
23 look real
definitely
strong.
looks like a football build. A lot of strength there. They got him for a foul. I think that was a little unfortunate. I thought he tied up Brent Thompson there, but they're going to call a foul, the fourth foul of this first quarter against the Wildcats in this tie game. This is the Titans' 6th game in about 10 days. So look, to see those shots, like that one was short, with a relatively shortish rotation in this early part of the season. I'll be interested to see if fatigue plays a role for either of these teams. Really can't simulate game speed completely in practice as much as you try. Shot clock down to 2. They just recognize it, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. The head coach there, Kerry Williams, was trying to tell his guys, and this happened a couple times last night with Banner Christian as well, but a lot of these smaller schools, they don't play with a shot clock.
Oh.
And so they're not necessarily used to it, and they can creep up on you. Brent Thompson passed to Mason Patrick, sailed out of play. They both tapped their chest and said, "My bad." I think they're kind of both right, because I think the angle of that pass from Brent was a really hard angle to catch it when it's straight on like that. But I also think Mason is a good enough player; he still should have caught it. So, yeah, if there could be a thing as such as both of my bad, I think it was. That's a 3 with his feet set. Mykea Lewis, another senior. A lot of seniors on this Carmel team, and they made a deep run in the D3 state tournament last year, so a lot of these guys have a lot of winning experience.
Take that.
Deep
Give me 3.
by Trey Coles. And his name is Deuce, but he likes the trays.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, Trey Coles likes it too, so he knocked down that one.
We worked on that back at the crib. All right, never
Well,
mind. Keep rebuttal.
anything you can do, I can do better, says Joaquin Harley. And Wildcats back on top. Titans have only played 6 players in this first quarter, and Carmel as well has only played 6 guys. So
take a take.
We'll see in the second quarter when the benches get more involved. And for Carmel, that's going to be the second foul on their big man, the 6'8" center, Richard Agbo. He gives them that rim protection. And I know you all, Ryan, Deuce, were both in attendance last night, so you probably didn't watch our live stream, well, obviously, because you were at the game. But one of the things we talked about a lot last night was Banner Christian lacked rim protection. Yeah. They really had no size, and the Titans just kept attacking the basket. Richard Agbo gives Carmel that rim protection, but with 2 fouls now, he's going to have to be careful, or Coach Williams may even have to take him out of the game.
Oh, yeah, especially this far into the game, just right at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm a
Titans
little
are
surprised they didn't
still
take him out already.
Yeah.
Deuce Mason with
Go
the
LaFont.
steal.
Ah,
And Deuce lost his footing. Game clock down to 5. Not sure if they recognized it. Oh, he recognized it,
oh my
and
God.
he hits it.
He got game.
That is
He got game.
the young man, Morandati, who Deuce is impressed with.
Nah, he got game.
All right, so the end of one quarter, it's Carmel with the 5-point lead, 20-15, and yeah, I think pretty clean in terms of turnovers by the Titans. Had a couple, but mostly got some good shots. Got a couple to go down, but not as many three-pointers as you might like in this first quarter.
Yeah, kind of surprised that their three-point attempts have been limited. We just saw Trey Coles hit one moments ago, but Alex Chaikin attempted one early on. It didn't go down, and he hasn't taken a shot since, so we know Alex is a streak shooter. I don't know if it could be playing on his mind. I'm not really sure, but I know the Titans will look to feed him and Trey Coles, as well as Brett Thompson on that perimeter to see if they can kind of knock some of those threes down. Those threes accomplish two things at once, being obviously you're getting the points from it, and if you kind of string 2 and 3 threes together, it just kind of creates a lot of momentum. The team, they just can't really do anything about it. You set a good screen, you get your guy open, you hit him, find your pass, and you make the shot, and it's just like, why even guard it? Because if it's going to work like that, it's going to work like that.
Yeah, and the other factor I was thinking about from Alex's shooting standpoint is last night, Banner's game plan, they didn't really account for his shooting. He had a lot of open threes. I think
Indeed.
he had over 10 three-point attempts, made, I believe, 5. Carmel definitely paying more attention to Alex. You see right there, they get right on him, and so he doesn't have that same space.
Give me 3. Ah.
Carmel went zone that time, and Brent Thompson's 3 no good. And with Agbo out of the game with the 2 fouls, I'd like to see the Titans look to attack the inside a little bit more.
Good D.
Good job by Brent Thompson. We've seen him get his hands on several balls tonight at the defensive end. Brent likes to bother the dribble. Titans going to go, I guess technically Isaiah Carter, who's coming in, is taller than Turan, but I'd say that
Isaiah
Turan's more of
had
a traditional big.
he had a
And so
game
it's-
last night too.
You had some more perimeter-oriented lineup. But that time off the inbounds pass, Carmel took it to the rim.
Give me
Another
3. Ah.
Titans really, I'd like to see him be a little more patient. Or
Go,
if
B.
you can't
Go,
get out
B.
in transition,
Behind you.
Brent gonna get
Good take.
fouled. I thought he didn't get the call, but he makes the layup.
Great
He uses
take.
that right hander on the basket, even though he's a lefty.
This game's been pretty physical so far. I wonder if with these new rule changes, it's maybe affected any of the refs' minds, at least in the slightest bit, knowing that they can kind of afford to be more physical, giving that if you were go to getting no bonus. Oh, that one was Carmel player took a hold of it.
Surprised that the Titans didn't get called for a foul there.
Yeah, but with these new rule changes, you can get 4 fouls a quarter as opposed to 6 before 6.5. So in terms of total fouls throughout the game, kind of be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I definitely think the fact that it resets each quarter, particularly in that nice take
He on one tonight.
in that early part of the quarter when the fouls reset, you can't afford to be a little more aggressive. That was a heck of a move, and I think we're all super impressed right now with Elio Morandati, the senior. He's showed off his three-point ability, some nice moves around the basket. That free throw stroke looked really good. He's strong, skilled.
And he definitely on one tonight. He hot.
Well, like we said, I think Carmel is going to want to take home that trophy first and foremost, but also wants to get some revenge from dropping one to the Titans just over a week ago. Mason Patrick with a rare miss of a layup.
Oh my gosh, good move.
Yeah, that I, as a coach, would not consider that a good move. That was a very low percentage shot, but it was cool looking. But
It was.
it only matters if you make it. Another rebound by Mason. This time he makes it, and we really see how the Wildcats are missing Agbo inside, and in fact, they're going to, I think, put him back in the game now with the 2 fouls. Coach Kerry Williams calls the timeout, I think, as much as anything to get Richard Agbo back in the game, because since he went out, they've really had a hard time getting those defensive rebounds.
We also see Terem Nelson about to check in for the Titans. So I think more of a reactionary move from Coach Blazer, recognizing that Agbo's coming back in and knowing he needs to get a little bit more strength under the basket.
Right. So here's the thing with Isaiah Carter, the 8th grader. We're all, I think, in the Titan community, and those of us who love the basketball program, incredibly optimistic and high on his future and even his present. He's such a skilled player, amazing if you look at him that he's only in the 8th grade. However, Richard Agbo is a man. I mean, he's a 6'8" senior, as Deuce said, built like a football player, and I don't think there's an 8th grader in America that's physically ready to take on that challenge. Turan is a lot more along his maturation process, and
Got to throw
even
an
though,
elbow at him. I would have threw
Agbo's got him by a few inches of height. Turan doesn't mind that physical play.
Yeah.
You know that. You played JV with him, right?
Yeah. And Turan definitely throw some elbows here and there. Good pat.
I believe that Jackson Hobbs last night described Turan as the most physical player he's ever played with or against.
Well. There was this one guy named Deuce Edwards.
Turan with the steal. I know, right? I was about to say.
He averaged 4 fouls a game.
Hey, you get 4.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell dudes as Brent Thompson misses the 3.
I thought we had 5.
Well, I'm saying you get 4.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the
before you
5th you don't get because then you're out. But you can get 4, and that's okay. You don't want to get them all in the first half, of course. Wildcats really with a hustle bucket there.
Hey, you got him. Why not use him?
There's Turan with the layup. Great find by Mason Patrick. He was trapped, but did an excellent job of passing out of the trap.
Ocean K, what's up?
Titans back in the man-to-man.
Miss K, one of the GOATs. Mr.
Titans.
Hamlin. So you coached that terrific team with Henry Coleman. I forgot the record, but I think it's something like, what was y'all win, like 24-1 or something like that? Or
We had a few good ones. 35-1.
35-1. I'm sorry, my
as
bad.
As the Wildcats hit another 3.
But what do you think this team is missing compared to that team?
Size.
Size and as Alex Shakin hits his first 3 of the night, hopefully that'll get him going. I mean, we got a lot of good players here and a lot of guys with aspirations to play in college, but a couple of the teams we had in the late 2000 teens and through 2020, had 4 and 5 D1 guys on it. So just the overall upside. Again, I think
Yes.
guys.
Hey!
Alex Shakin with a dunk. One of his first in-game dunks that we've seen. Great run out there.
Oh, you got to hit a celebration after that, Shakin.
You got to defend, though.
I would have rocked the baby on him.
I like
You get
I
that
like
break
this
in football,
crew
you don't
'cause
get it in basketball.
I feel like we've got
I said you get that kind of break in football after you make a good play. You don't get it in basketball.
We got Ryan, who's kind of got a little bit of the old school vibes. Deuce, a little more new school. Wants them to be celebrating. Let them play 5-on-4. You got to get that Instagram moment. But maybe there's a way to do a little bit of both. Run back, but you're still maybe strike a pose. We've seen Ryan celebrate after he scored some soccer goals, including in the Benedictine game on Senior Day. Ryan's last kick of the ball on the home field went into the net. And Deuce, your Senior Day next fall will be, I'm sure, one to remember.
Nah, definitely. I'm gonna try to celebrate doing the the ceremony thing, the line. I'm gonna try to hit a little gritty or something.
I'd expect no less.
Titans have really picked up the defensive intensity in the last minute or so. Oh, but you got to get
the
rebound. That's a really unfortunate one. 3 guys all looking at each other like, you get it. No, you all go get it. I'd rather have 3 guys run into each other than nobody get it.
Yeah, it's one of those situations we look down and
Oh,
see
Brent's
Coach
wide open
Blazer
for the 3.
upset.
Oh, good
Makes the extra
pass.
pass.
Make that Turan.
Turan for 3.
Tracy.
He gives you a little celebration.
Tracy.
And I didn't really know that was part of his bag, the 3 from the corner.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Now I'm playing.
He shot one against Catholic, and the coaching staff didn't seem too thrilled with it. But
Turan, back
they
when
go
we was
in.
on JV, he thought he was Steph Curry.
Yeah, I don't think they were too thrilled when it left his hand, but they certainly were when it went in.
Turan shot this 1-3
Yeah,
one
good
time,
help
hit the top of
defense
the
by
backboard.
Shot clock again down to 1, and they are going to count the basket and a foul on Mason Patrick. I don't think people heard the whistle blow because the shot clock buzzer was going off while the whistle was blowing. Mason is definitely saying, I didn't touch him, but it's going to be a chance for a 3-point play for Dakota Sellers. So that's a double gut punch for the Titans. Almost a shot clock violation. Instead, Sellers beats the buzzer and gets the and 1. But he missed the free throw. Mason with the rebound.
Good 3.
Brent
I know he
Thompson
made it.
is that same spot where Turan just made it.
Oh, the hustle.
Yeah, got to get more guys back,
Oh
and that's
my
why Agbo with the big time put back dunk.
Mighty impressive.
Still just a 5-point game.
Give me
Trey
3.
Coles looks to calm the storm.
Yeah, I don't like that shot. You need a better shot with the momentum that the Wildcats have. They're going to
certainly
seize the
feeling
momentum. See, I like that shot because it's a heat check. You got the momentum, and Harley knocks it down. And what was a 1-point game about a minute ago is all of a sudden an 8-point game again. Good rebound by Mason. I don't believe they're going to count the basket, though. I think it's on the floor, and just the first team foul here of the second quarter for Carmel. So but it will be the third for Agbo. So that's a big moment in the game. He's been such a huge presence on the defensive end, and then also had the big time dunk. Deuce is still in amazement on that one. He didn't really celebrate either.
I would have celebrated. I would have
Yes.
shook the room.
Yes, you would have if you could dunk. Nice inbounds pass. Josiah Walker finds Mason Patrick, and a great play design as well by Coach Blazer. Strong D by Turan, but then he left his feet. Got to stay on your feet there. They reset the shot clock. I didn't think that hit the rim, but that definitely hit the rim. Another rebound for Carmel. They really attacked the glass. Got a jump ball possession to the Titans. And just, Deuce, to go back a couple minutes when you ask about that is no disrespect to this team. We got a lot of really good players.
Yeah.
And I think Alex Chaikin, Mason Patrick, Brent Thompson, Trey Coles are all potential college players. And then on the younger guys, Huey Stone, Keaton Gregory, Isaiah Carter. I mean, a lot of guys on this roster can play college basketball. I think the difference in the very best teams we had, teams that made state Final Fours and certainly the state championship team, those teams had D1 ready talent already. You know, guys with literally dozens of offers, like North Carolina's all-time leading rebounder Armando Bacot, for just one example. You mentioned Henry Coleman, Jason Wade, Aaron Duhart, Zach Jacobs. scored 38 points in the state championship game, and size as well. I mean, we had some teams where we had more height than a lot of D1 teams. We're starting Burke Smith, Henry Coleman, 6'8", 6'11". You know, so we don't see that big time size on this team. And gonna get Trey Coles on that foul. I think no. Actually, that's going to be on the Wildcats going over the back. So shot clock is off. Titans down 6. 27 seconds to go. And Isaiah Carter comes in. This is almost you might say a 5-guard lineup. Probably the most offensive skilled lineup that you can put out there. And with Agbo out there, they're going to hold for the last shot here, or they at least plan to. Carmel sits back in the zone. No, they're not going to hold for the last shot. Chaikin with a long 3. And good back tap by Isaiah. Bit of a coming together there. Brent Thompson and number 20 for Carmel, Devion Boatwright. Boatwright is a little bit shaken up, as well as Brent. Two guys just going hard for it. I think their heads collided.
Okay.
Brent has gone to the bench, and I thought the official said Trinity ball, but actually it looks like it's Carmel ball.
They'll get just under
3
4
seconds
seconds
left. He can make this, but he does not. And who are they going to get this on?
I hope bro's okay. He grabbed his head.
Mason
They're both
Patrick.
number 12. Which number 12 was it? Okay, it is on the Wildcats, Dakota Sellers. Not in the bonus, so that takes us to halftime. Titans with a 6-point lead. And tell you what, Deuce, Ryan, I want to get your thoughts on the first half in a couple minutes, but everybody stick around because I want to say something about 3 individuals that the game of basketball in Virginia has lost in the last few months. And I really want to talk about these 3 giants of Virginia basketball. The first is Paul Webb. Coach Webb just passed away yesterday. He was the coach at Randolph-Macon for 20 years, had a ton of success there. Then he was the coach at Old Dominion University in the 70s and 80s. He coached a lot of NBA players, made a lot of NCAA tournaments, and then he went on to run the most successful basketball camps in all of the state. We attended team camp at Paul Webb Camp for many, many years. But besides all that, he's one of the great gentlemen that you would ever want to meet. And Coach Webb passed away yesterday, 94 years old. His son, Eddie Webb, also was a coach at ODU and continues to run the Paul Webb basketball camps. And Eddie is the executive director of the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame. And Paul Webb just is a true Virginia gentleman in every sense of the word. So going to miss him. He was a friend to me and a real mentor of how to do things the right way. And then another person that we lost this week, Jerry Stone, the best official in the Richmond area. He was the dean of referees, refereed 5 or 6 different sports, but most especially basketball. If you ever had a rules question, you went to Jerry Stone. If you were a young referee, you went to Jerry Stone if you wanted to learn the ropes. I guarantee if you were to ask the 3 officials tonight about Mr. Stone, they would tell you that he was the GOAT of Virginia officials. And also he did a lot of coaching. He was an athletic administrator as well, I think in a middle school, and just a total class act. So that's a huge loss for the Virginia basketball community. And then the third one I want to talk about is Dick Harmon. Dick Harmon was the voice of the Titans as the PA announcer for over 30 years, starting in the late 80s all the way until 2 years ago when his battle with cancer didn't allow him to do it very often last year. I think he only made it to a couple games. But this offseason we lost Dick Harmon. Every game that I played and pretty much every game I coached, here at Trinity Episcopal, which between 4 years of playing and 10 years of coaching varsity and another 10 years coaching JV, that's 24 years that I was directly part of this program. And Dick Harmon announced all the games, and his voice was iconic. He goes all the way back to the ABA, the old Virginia Squires, Dr. J back in the 70s. He was their announcer, so he was a true professional, and we lost him a few months ago as well. So I just want to take a minute here at halftime. I know we got a lot of basketball fans watching tonight. So Paul Webb, Jerry Stone, Dick Harmon, 3 greats in their profession, one a coach, one a referee, one an announcer, and all of them make the game richer, and we will miss them very, very much. Having said all that, back to tonight. We got a championship game. These teams are playing for a trophy. And I can tell you, again, having played in and coached in this tournament many times, winning this Travis tournament can really be a early season confidence boost and springboard to bigger and better things. So, especially for the Titans, it's our tournament. It should be on your list of goals for the season to win the Travis tournament. And the Titans are going to have to come from behind to do that. They came from behind last week against the same Carmel team, but for both of you, Deuce, I'll start with you. Specifically, what do you think Trinity needs to do to overcome this 6-point deficit and take home the trophy?
Finish. Finish at the rim. As you can see, there's been a couple missed layups that we missed earlier in the half, from Mason Patrick and, just from, other players. Also, just hitting open shots. We're missing open threes in the corner and, good ball movement, but, we're just not finishing. But I think if we can come back and finish, then, we can definitely, beat them by at least 15 in my eyes. But we'll win the game definitely.
Coach Blazer and the guys would take even a 1-point win at this point.
Facts.
But, all right, so Deuce is confident. Talked about finishing. Ryan, how about you?
I would just say they need to focus some more on their shot selection. It's something Titans maybe haven't been the best at in previous years. I think it's something they've worked on, but there's some times where they'll throw up shots, deep contested twos or threes that just frankly don't make much sense, and they're almost equivalent to a turnover. So I think they have the ability to move the ball around. They have at times basically 5 guards on the court, so they can move the ball around. They have that skill. So I think if they look to find just maybe the extra pass sometimes to hit that open man, the percentage of their shots going in is going to go up dramatically.
Yeah, and I think it's that fine line where you kind of live by the 3 and die by the 3. And I don't know if Keaton necessarily is a 3-point shooter quite yet in his process, but we saw Turan hit one. We know, of course, Alex Jakin's a great shooter. Trey Coles can hit threes. Brent Thompson can hit threes. Mason Patrick can hit threes. So Isaiah Carter. So in the top 7 in the rotation right now, at least 6 of them are good to above average 3-point shooters. However, I'm seeing a lot of quick threes, and when Carmel's in that zone, you can kind of always get a 3. So instead of just one pass, shoot a 3 with no ball reversal. Let's see if you can get it to the high post, get a ball reversal, especially when Agbo's out, their rim protection. Try and get the ball in the interior, and then when you get that Carmel defense to collapse, get some points in the paint, that'll open it up for the outside. I don't generally like threes when it never got inside the 3-point line. So if you can get it to the high post, then kick it out, that's a much easier shot. And just think about it when you're shooting. When you're facing the basket, ball comes back out to you, it's a much easier shot than catching it here, having to bring it into your shooting pocket. Those are higher percentage shots. So I agree with you, Ryan. I think that's a change they can make.
Also, I think, if we can, attack the rim more, that'll make it harder on the big center, Agbo, because he's already in foul trouble. So, he doesn't want to risk getting another foul, contesting shots. So, and if he does, then he gets in foul trouble, then, they'll pull him out. And then, again, we can attack the rim some more. So,
yeah,
then they're going to start squeezing, kick it back out like you said.
Yeah, Deuce, I think that point on Agbo is a really important one. We don't have access to all the advanced analytics in real time up here, but one of the numbers you see a lot with college basketball and especially the NBA is a plus-minus number.
Yeah.
Is when a player is on the court, does his team have a positive point differential or a negative point differential? And we don't have that, but my gut, having stood up here watching, is that Carmel has been far more successful when Agbo's in the game because it limits the interior opportunities for the Titans with his rim protection at 6'8", and also his strength. And then at the other end, we've seen him on the offensive glass get a bunch of offensive boards, including a thunderous put-back dunk. So with 3 fouls, you can get a 4th on him, and he does play aggressively. You give him a good pump fake, get him up in the air, get him off the court, and then Carmel's a much different and frankly more beatable team. All right, it's just about 1 minute until the third quarter begins.
I seen Matt Houston walk in. I got excited.
Yeah, I see a few recent alums. I see Ben Mills and Gus Mitchell
Oh, snap.
over there. I also see Titan legend Aaron Gibbs, Hall of Famer across the way, who played for Coach Travis and played on the '96 state championship team. See Mr. Clary in the house.
Mr. Clary, the GOAT, man.
My trusty assistant for JV soccer. So we
I
got a lot
so
of
wish soccer was in the spring, like public schools. 'Cause
yeah.
I want to play so bad.
Yeah, you pretty
Yeah.
good.
No, but
I bet you'd be a good goalie.
I could.
Use
I
those
might.
DB skills.
Oh my gosh! I remember one day after practice.
Oh yeah,
this
nah,
fall,
I take that back. I take that back. I take that back.
One day after practice this fall, it was me and Joe and I think Seth and a couple Jack Cranston. I think a couple of the other seniors down after just shooting PKs, messing around. And Deuce comes over after his football practice and he goes, I've never understood this. Like, it makes me so mad when I see goalies tied the wrong way. And,
No, because on TV,
we're like,
it
well,
just looks
here.
like they're not trying because like they're flying the other way and the ball hasn't even got there yet.
Yeah,
And,
man, sometimes you just got to guess.
Yeah, we proceeded to rifle a few PKs off, and I think,
Deuce
Can't
Deuce
speak
learned
for
how
him,
hard
but-
it can be.
yeah.
Oh no, it's hard.
Yeah. Well, the action is resumed. This is basketball, not
Ooh.
soccer. Nice Euro step and a bucket by Dakota Sellers. And it's not a good turnover there at the other end by the Titans. Ball went right through Trey Cole's hands.
See, one thing I don't like about our team, we have a
There's
bunch
that
of catch
ball
and shoot
movement.
guys. I mean, right there it pays out, but there's not enough movement going around. And I think if we can implement some more movement, some more screens, and just guys passing and cutting, I think that will open up the court more and open up shots.
Yeah, and it was at least good to see a ball reversal there. And
Travel.
I think that as we do see a travel, I think that it's a proven statistic that shot percentages go up when there's a ball reversal, because what happens is get the defense to one side, get that ball reversal, and the shots are more open. And Alex Shakin was able to get his feet set, hit that 3, and Agbo is currently out. So Carmel coach Kerry Williams saving his big man with the 3 fouls, and this is the time to get inside. Plays like that. Although Mason could not get it to go that time. And that's a layup that he is very capable of making, and I would say makes more times than not.
Titans still in the man-to-man they've been in all game.
Tough shot by Sellers. I think the Titans will give him that tough contested long 2, I should say, all day. Good extra pass by Trey Cole.
The 3.
Brent shot a little short. That would have been a big one.
Oh, good
Brent gets
steal.
his hands on a steal and
Throw it up.
3-on-1. He gets it taken away. Brent's got to get back now. Does get back. Good effort by Brent. He gets a piece. And really chaotic.
Yeah.
Keaton Gregory with a block. Brent Thompson battling, and it's going to be Carmel ball. Great effort as well by Joaquim Harley for the Wildcats. But, hey, it's really good to see Brent back out there. I was worried when he banged heads in the first half that, he might have
the
to
other
sit,
guy
but
okay?
he looks like he's doing well, playing hard. Although that turnover on the 3-on-1 was not a great thing to have. Kick out, Sellers, miss. Gonna say Trinity ball. I think the Titans caught a break there.
Yeah.
From up here, it looked like Trey Coles touched that last, but we'll take it. Carmel's led most of the game. Titans have had a couple brief leads in the first quarter. Trey with the pull-up, bank shot,
Good
the
take.
kiss. Cuts it to 3.
Good take.
Within one possession now.
It was a good take, and I like when Trey attacks the basket. I think he's a lot more effective when he attacks versus when he goes east-west.
Yeah.
I call it going north-south. That's going to be short. Another rebound for Keaton. I thought Keaton played really well in the first half and then didn't play much in the second quarter. Trey wanted a foul, gets it stolen.
That would have been a foul.
Gotta hustle back. That's twice now we've had turnovers in this third quarter and not seeing guys sprint back on defense. And at the Travis Invitational, I talked about this last night, but that's the number one lesson I learned from Coach Travis. If you turn it over, you sprint back.
Oh, good
Thompson.
move.
Good move by Brent.
There we go.
And he is fouled by Devion Boatwright. I see Richard Agbo getting ready to check back in with the 3 fouls. I think that's a good move. I think it's time for Carmel to get him back in because you see there, without him, Titans are able to get into the lane and then get a much
Back
more
into the
easy
game.
opportunity at the rim. Deuce, you're
Trey.
right-handed.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're right-handed.
All I got is a right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember when we beat you in 3-on-3. We took away that right hand.
Y'all
No.
didn't beat me necessarily because we really won.
I don't know. I
We-
ran that tournament and
We didn't have
y'all,
an official
y'all got
way
beat.
of. Oh, can we run it back?
Well, look,
Can we bring the tournament back?
I'll see if I can run another one.
we'll run it back, but I don't want to get caught on that. The reason I ask about you being right-handed is I was thinking when Brent was shooting those free throws, Brent is a lefty. Doesn't it always look like lefty shots just look smoother?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something
I
about
think
it.
they say like
it's
lefties are like natural born shooters. Or
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's kind of yes. I think they've also maybe it's like wanting to prove that their shot still looks as good, so they focus on more of the mechanics of it. I think also probably the majority factor is it's different from what right-handers do, so naturally it looks just smoother
Yeah,
and
that-
more effortless.
Lefty shot just always looks pretty, and that's what I was thinking that during Brent's free throws. Just looks good.
definitely.
And made them both.
There's an old legend. My, some like the older people might say. My dad was telling me about this one guy back in the day. He could shoot with both hands. His name was like Deuce Edwards or something, and he really had the full package.
Oh,
Came
yeah?
down the court, shimmy, shimmy. Some say he shot with both hands and drained it from the logo. That's how
Yeah,
ambidextrous he was.
Can't believe everything you hear. he was amphibious. All right, 3-point game. Agbo back in. Keaton Gregory guarding him. Titans in the man-to-man. And we talked about finishing being a key. One other key is rebounding, especially with Agbo back in. He's been a beast on the boards.
Good block.
Keaton got a good block, but I think they're going to get Chaikin down low on the foul. They do indeed call that on Alex Chaikin.
the
His
Titans need some more
second
communication.
foul. First in the second half on the Titans. 2 shots. Makia Lewis hits the first.
Titans now, I think they're going to look to Keaton. He's going to be on that man-to-man against Agbo. If Keaton can lock him down, Titans able to kind of freeze him up to be able to move the ball back around when they get it on the counterattack. And
Yeah,
then
Brent picked his
transition.
dribble up a little early there. Alex
check
Chaikin
it,
bailed
Brent.
him out. Brent
Give me
Thompson
3.
for 3. No, but
The board.
Mason gets the board and draws the foul. I believe it's going to be on Lewis. And no. So, no, they said a foul on 11. That is Elia Morindadi, I think, player that has caught Deuce's attention with his skill set at the offensive end. Mason hits the first. One thing I want to keep an eye on next Titan offensive possession, but looked like maybe a diamond and 1 defense there. I noticed they were chasing Chaikin around, but otherwise looked to be in a zone. So one of the things about a diamond and 1 or a box and 1 or what coaches sometimes call junk defense, it's hard to rebound out of. This time Chaikin pulls up. We're going to get a 4th foul on Agbo, and he doesn't like that call, and I don't think I blame him. That looked clean, and that's a big moment in the game. 4th foul on Richard Agbo.
Yeah.
Chaikin took it right at him, and that's a double whammy for the Wildcats because
That's
not
his
only is
name.
it the 4th foul on Agbo, but
Billy
you
Hoyle.
probably your best free throw shooter at the line.
That's number 11, Billy Hoyle.
Say again?
That's number 11, Billy Hoyle from White Man Can't Jump. That's exactly what it was. I couldn't think of it. I had to look it up for a second. But he got game, though.
Yeah, he does. So does Alex Chaikin. And,
Chaikin
you know, he dunked in the first half, so maybe you could say the same thing about him.
Oh.
Throw that one off the backboard. I don't think that was the play call, but it
That
worked
was.
out. So puts the lead back up to 3. Just over 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
See Brent Thompson now. He'll look to
Good
find
pass by
Keaton under
Brent.
the bucket.
And 1. Keaton Gregory, and this is a chance for the Titans to tie it. I love that penetration by Brent, and I love the Titans recognizing with Agbo out, it's attack mode time. Get into the lane, and good things will happen.
And they're going to have time to keep doing so. Agbo on 4 fouls. Still 3 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. I wouldn't expect to see him till about probably 5 minutes or so left in the 4th.
Keaton missed the free throw that would have tied it. Oh, Brent almost got another steal. Deep 3 is off. Trey Coles with the rebound.
Find him.
Trey finds Mason. He's going to attack. Back to Trey.
Swing it.
Make that.
Oh.
Good catch by Keaton.
Good.
Another
Way to
and
go.
1 for Keaton. And the Titans take the lead. The freshman
Yeah,
with
Keaton.
2 consecutive
Yeah,
buckets
Kia.
through the contact, showing his strength.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, we were getting on the student section last night. Where was the "He's an 8th grade" chant for Isaiah Carter?
It kind
I
of weird
tried.
to say.
I tried.
It's like he's a 8th grader, and it's like it just doesn't roll
He's
off the
in
tongue.
8th grade. Keaton misses again. Ash Bell agrees with me.
You
Yeah.
see, they didn't like half of my chants. I told them to say "stand on business," and like
love
they
it.
didn't do it. But I like that chant.
No, I like stand
It
on
was-
business. All right, Titans have taken the lead for the first time since the 1st quarter. Can they now get a stop? This is a big thing with me, Ryan. You may remember last year I talked about this a lot. When you take the lead, then you gotta preserve it on the
Go,
next
Trey.
defensive possession.
Go Trey.
And then you hopefully extend it.
Ah.
Not a good shot by
Go,
Trey,
Keaton.
but Keaton
Go,
looked like he
Keaton.
got fouled again.
Go up.
No call, no call. Now
Call
a
on
call.
Trey.
A lot more aggression from the Titans. Really pleased to see their effort in the last few minutes.
Yeah.
We always talk about it, Ryan. We've done these games before. The tougher team always wins, and Titans have shown their toughness this 3rd quarter. However, part of toughness in a close game in crunch time is stepping up to the line, take a deep breath, and knock down your free throws. And that's now 3 consecutive missed free throws for Trinity. Trey makes that one.
My pops always told me they call free throws because they free. Make them.
Tough shot.
Chaikin will tip it all the way
Yeah.
back.
I'd like to see him try and grab that with 2 hands.
Yeah, even if you don't get full possession, maybe a reach call, but you never really know with some of those. Whereas you tip it all the way back, it's almost guaranteed to be Carmel's ball. Bad pass.
Unlucky for the Titans. That was going to go out of bounds, and just Mason Patrick didn't know anything about that. It just crept up on him, hit him in the shoulder. Wildcats will retain possession.
So you know how like football players have gloves to like give grip for the ball and like prevent like like finger jamming and stuff.
Yeah.
The basketball players got like stuff for their hands to give them like grip on the ball.
Yeah. Sometimes you see like baby powder. Like LeBron, how
yeah.
he puts the powder and then.
Yeah.
I've never used that myself. I'm not sure if that really works, but don't need it. Got the handles the old-fashioned way. Practice. Tough take, and we're going to say and one. I'm not sure about that foul call. Looking back a minute there, too, it's an unfortunate 2 points to concede because the Titans had made the stop on the previous possession, but Keaton Gregory, after getting the rebound, he got tied up, alternate possession, gave it back to Carmel, and I don't know. I guess they call the foul on Keaton. I really didn't see a lot of contact on that one.
I don't even think the refs know.
Yeah.
Having to have a quick conversation.
Yeah. If you don't know who the foul was on, probably not a foul. But regardless, great finish.
Yeah.
And one is completed by Dakota Sellers.
Carmel, they've been capitalizing on their and one opportunities. Titans probably can't say the same.
Got to get inside of this zone. That shot seemed a little bit out of rhythm. And Mason Patrick just did to Sellers what Sellers did a minute ago to Keaton Gregory, is when he got that rebound, tie him right up. And this time the alternate possession will go to the Titans. And we got exactly 9 minutes left in regulation. And this is a tight enough game. Who knows? We might need more to solve it. Mason gets the roll. We're going to count the basket. There's a foul on the rebound. And it's on Keaton Gregory. I believe that's his third foul. They will count the basket, though. Keaton has played, I'm pretty sure, this entire third quarter, and played really well, other than, didn't make his free throws, but he's got a lot of rebounds, the 2-and-1 finishes through contact.
I do commend basketball players because they're well conditioned. And I played JV, and I was gassed.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Ooh, deep three.
That's my boy Billy Hoyle right there.
Morin Dottie. Yeah, I was at the JV game when somebody scored 38 points against you. I'm not going to say his name, but
it was Darius. But I did have 20 that game, though.
It's a lot less than 38.
It is. But it was 40, but it was 20 on me. Then it was 20 on Brennan Ridley. I'm calling him out. It was 20 on me and then 20 on Brennan. But his 20 came before my 20, though. So.
All right, yet another jump ball there. This time the possession is to the Wildcats. They could hold for one if they wished to here at the end of the third quarter.
My dog B.
Oh, no. Titans fell asleep. And at the end of 3 quarters, Carmel lost the lead briefly, but they've regained it. Carmel School 55, Trinity Episcopal 51, and that last defensive possession was tough to watch if you're a Titan fan, and Sellers just went backdoor.
Yeah, Titan defense just asleep. Yeah, I think they were expecting probably the Carmel School to hold on to the ball for a little bit longer, truly get the last possible shot off. Didn't go that way, and they were able to capitalize.
Well, I think we're in for a great fourth quarter. Been a back and forth game. Carmel is very motivated to get revenge on the Titans from last week's narrow Trinity victory, but also at the same time, Titans motivated to get the Travis Invitational Trophy. We can see it. It's right there. It's on the scores table. It's waiting for someone to come grab it.
In back-to-back
Wait,
years.
so right now, without the game being over, if we were supposed to win, who do you think will have MVP?
Who do I think will be the MVP of this tournament?
Yeah.
If Carmel wins, I did not see their game yesterday, but based on today, because the MVP is going to come from the winning team. We know that. So if it's Carmel, I think your boy Elia Morandati probably, at least based on tonight. If it's Trinity, I'd lean to Mason Patrick over the two nights. However, with them being behind, it could be whoever shows up in this fourth quarter and grabs the win. Great catch by Teran Nelson. You got to get him on the football field.
Yeah.
Loves the physicality.
We've been
He
trying.
showed off his hands there.
You know the funny thing, Teran comes to like at least 3 practices a week and just watches. Doesn't do nothing. He just sits there and watches.
A rare miss by Morandati and a rebound by Teran. He just scored at one end, got the rebound at the other end.
Trey, give me one.
Tracy! Okay. Big one to give the Titans the lead. Big shot by Trey Coles from deep.
There you go, bid out.
If they go in, they go in.
Yes, that is one of those shots as a coach where you say, no, 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 yes.
Yeah. Titans, I think they're going to need to lean on Trey here. One of the only 2 now seniors on this team. Both of them have played pretty much the entire game. And
I didn't even realize that. It's going to be a real quick senior night.
yeah, they need one of, I think they need either, I mean, ideally you'd want it to be one of the 2 of them to really just step up and be a leader on this team. The Titans really need that to help them claw their way through this game, hold on to leads, and be able to come back from deficits. We saw them blow a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter on Wednesday against Catholic. I think maybe not wholly, but kind of partially due to no one being able to step up, slow the game down, and kind of take control of it. On the flip side here, you're with a lead now, but you've been behind pretty much the entire game with a few exceptions. So Titans able to rally, get behind one guy. I think they'll be able to kind of come back and gain some momentum and string together some points.
All right, 7:18 to go. Titans by 1. Agbo still on the bench. Yeah, you got to get that.
Oh. Nah, come on, man.
I think they're going to say Teran got him on the arm. No? Actually getting Trey Coles for the foul.
You know, I don't say a lot of things, but that was weak.
Yeah, and it's a shame, and I hate to point fingers myself, but if you're Mason Patrick there, you know, he took himself out of the play going for the steal.
Yeah.
And the problem was, even if he got the ball, it was just going to go out of bounds. I don't mind selling out for a steal if it's going to lead to a fast break, but the way his body was positioned, even if he gets that, it's just going to go out of bounds for an inbound. So Mason is an incredibly smart player, very high basketball IQ, but I thought that was not a great play by him, and it put Trinity in a tough position. Who's going to get this loose ball? Who wants it more? It's the Wildcats. Morandati. Great D by Teran. He loves defending on the perimeter.
See the shot clock winding down. Got 10 seconds on it. Catholic.
No!
And one. They're going to say Mason Patrick bumped him. Good job to complete the finish by Sellers. Yeah, this whole possession has been tough to take from a Titan standpoint. You get a questionable foul call on Trey. He misses the second free throw, but they out-hustle Trinity for the rebound, and then an and one. And that time they miss again. Teran does get the rebound.
Titans now down by 2. Chaikin will lose the ball.
Yeah, Good thing Trey was there. Brent
Tracy.
Thompson hits the three. You know, we said it at halftime, live by the three, die by the three. Right now they're living good. Oh, good pass. Good D by Turan to contest.
That's the
And
other
not
way.
foul. That's white ball.
Let's go.
That's a really underrated thing that Turan Nelson just did. He used his strength to, without fouling, move the guy further away from the basket,
Yeah.
stayed straight up. It's not going to go on the stat sheet. It's not a block shot. It's not a rebound. But he made him miss that layup. And in a
Yep.
one-point game, that could be the difference.
Yeah, we'll also see
Really
6
good at
minutes
contested
left
shots.
in this quarter. Both big mans for the teams, Keaton Gregory and Richard Allball, check back into the game. And
Okay, Trey.
That'll
Okay,
be-
Trey.
I
Keaton
think-
has 3 fouls. Agbo has 4 fouls.
Let it fly. Give me.
Agball there, able to
That's the
deflect
die
it
by
one.
the three
Yep.
part of live by the three, die by the three. What a spin
my
move,
gosh.
but he missed. The
Trey
spin move was
Coles.
sweet,
Go,
but
Trey.
it doesn't matter
Go,
if you
Trey.
don't finish.
Go, Trey.
Trey all the way,
Good,
coast
Trey.
to coast. Defensive rebound, takes it all the way, and the Titans lead by 3.
Titans still in that man-to-man. They've held firm all game.
Agbo does not have 3-point range, so Keaton's playing way off him. But this kid does. Morin Dottie, and he shows you why.
Billy
Ties
Hoy.
it up with a 3, and Trey can't give him that much space. We know he can shoot. We've seen it all night. And we know he can jump.
Facts. Billy Hoy do it all.
Good ball reversal.
Give me
Brent
3.
Another 3. That's his second three-pointer of the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
B.
And we continue to say it, live by the 3, die by the 3, and we are living on the edge. Because when they
Yeah,
go
B.
in, it's a great shot.
It is.
But Trey
No, it
with
is
the
not.
step back contested off the dribble a couple minutes ago, not as good a shot.
It won't.
But he made up for it with the coast to coast. So just under 5 minutes to play. We've got our best producer, Ash Bell, on the keyboard here, making sure that time and score are accurate. We've got the best defensive back in the state of Virginia in the class of 2025 on the mic. We've got the best senior project of the last week on the other
I don't know
mic.
about that one.
It's all you could ask for here from TESPN tonight. Getting your Saturday evening started. Some good college basketball games later tonight. The Heisman Trophy is going to be given out tonight.
Jaden
The
Daniels coming in.
in-season tournament championship, Pacers and Lakers tonight.
Yeah.
But this is hopefully an appetizer
Who's
for your
the
Saturday
point
night
guard
sports.
for the Pacers? He's been balling.
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
He is so good. If you haven't seen him play yet, you got to watch that game tonight. He is so fun to watch. Love Halliburton. I'm becoming a Pacers fan slowly, just watching him play. Good shot there, number 5.
Do you
Kyle
think-
Jackson. We haven't seen him score much. That's a
You
big
think
one.
Jaden Daniels will win a Heisman?
Coming out of the timeout. I do think Daniels will win it, yeah.
Because he won the AP Player of the Year.
Yeah, I'd prefer to see Penix, but I think it'll be Daniels.
me 3.
Thompson
3B.
for the third one in a
And,
row. Chaikin, great job.
Great rebound by Chaikin. That's an effort play. He
Foul.
draws the 5th foul on Agbo. And Coach Williams not arguing the call.
I think that was.
That's big.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. There's no other word to describe it other than big, maybe huge or massive, but those are just synonyms. So you have all the rim protection out. Number 20, Devion Boatwright will come back in. Not quite as tall, but still definitely got some height on him. But the physicality is lost there.
Yeah, and the only other word I was going to say, besides big, huge, massive, all that, it's also smart by Chaikin. It was a senior move. You talked about it a minute ago, Ryan. There's 2 seniors on this team, and they have to step up. And since then, we've seen Trey Coles with a big coast-to-coast. Then we saw Alex Chaikin. Most underrated thing about that, he got that offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily something he does a lot. I don't know what happened there. That was Trey's responsibility, and he lost sight of him. So unfortunate there. But Alex knew that it was Agbo on him, created the contact, and drew that 5th foul. Really smart play.
Pull it, B. He hot. Pull it, B.
He
3.
does. Mark. Nikhil Lewis for the
Orange
Carmel
Dottie
get
pulls
fast one.
it. Air ball. Got to get this loose ball.
Mason does.
Mason. Well, Titans have 3 timeouts left, so I think that's a good timeout call by Coach Blazer. That's why you always want a couple in your pocket for late game situations. Mason Patrick dove on the floor with the loose ball. You guys have played basketball, he can't get up with it.
Yep.
So you got to preserve possession there, and so Titans will still have 2 timeouts left and possession with a 1-point lead, fighting for the Travis Invitational Trophy.
Yeah. Coach's opinion, what are you saying to these players down here?
We got to get a great shot here. I mean, again, we've hit some 3-pointers in this second half, shot much better from 3 than the first half.
Yep.
But I'm telling them we want a layup, Agbo's out. I want a ball reversal and a layup, and I only want a 3 if it's an inside-out 3. If we shoot a 3 without penetrating their zone, and I'm going to be frustrated by that. But Carmel's going to mix it up. They're going to go with a full-court press, 1-2-2, looking to trap in the backcourt. Titans do well to get across, and it is now a zone. They do get it inside, and they do exactly what I said you got to do. Mason Patrick missed the layup, got his own rebound, missed again. That's an inside-out 3. That's how you do it. Another great rebound by Mason. His 3rd of the possession.
Kick it.
Or take the layup. Yeah. That's what you do. You attack the basket, and
Titans have to get back on this one.
Ryan, that's exactly what I said they should do. But yeah, Ryan, you got to get back, like you just said. I mean, that's twice in a row. Titans have fought their tail off to get 2 points, only to give up 2 easy points at the other end.
Mason Patrick, his first 3 attempts.
No. Good effort by Chaikin, but he couldn't hold on. Neither team in the bonus. Something to keep an eye on. And Carmel retakes the lead. Kyle Jackson. And then Kerry Williams calls a timeout, and we are being treated to a heck of a game right now. Back and forth. Good shot making. And you've all heard it a million times when they talk about it's a game of inches, but we just saw it there, I think a 4-point swing where Alex Chaikin gives a great effort play to get a rebound, gets 2 hands on the ball. If he secures that, he probably has a layup. Yeah. And the Titans extend a 1-point lead to 3. Instead, it slips through his hands.
Yeah.
Now it gives it to Carmel in transition. They take advantage, and instead of the Titans being up 3, they're down 1. But with possession, it's all to play for still. I believe we are going to see Teran Nelson come back in for the Titans. Definitely been a little bit shorter bench tonight compared to last night, as you would expect from a game that's, I think it's basically been single digits the whole game. I'm not sure either team ever took it to double digits. Did they, Ryan?
No, I don't think so. I
Carmel
think
got it to 9.
Yes, they got it to 9 early in the second, but other than that, even that 9-point lead only lasted a minute or so. I think it's been under 7, if not 5, for pretty much the entirety of the game, with a few exceptions.
All right, there's the press. This time it's a 2-2-1. This is a different press than what they showed a minute ago. Get it in the middle. Trey Coles gets his feet set. Trey Coles with the tray. Titans take the lead again, and that's that inside-out 3 I like, Ryan. I'm good with that 3.
Agreed.
Need a stop here. They're not in the bonus, so you can give a foul if you had to, if someone beat you. Deep from Morandati. He missed. Teran Nelson, big-time rebound. Titans with the lead and the ball. Shot clock still at 15. Titans being patient.
Looking for the
Chaikin
opportunities.
takes the bump and finishes through contact.
Incredible finish, truly.
And it's a 2-possession game now, the 4-point lead. Under 2 to go.
Warren Dottie will look to see what he can get Turam's playing great defense.
Great D by Turan. Tough shot by Marandotti, but you got to box out. Credit Dakota Sellers with the tip. And the lead is back to 2, and it's a steal. And it's tied.
Just
Joaquin
like that.
Harley just picks the pocket of Trey Coles. Turan stuck in the corner, gets it out to Chaikin.
Chaikin
deep,
pulls his own.
connects. The senior steps up.
Minute to
Senior
go.
Trey Coles with the assist. Senior Alex Chaikin with the 3, and now Morandati turns it over. Trey, got to be smart here. Don't force anything.
He doesn't. Kicks it out to Brent Thompson. For 3!
Big time 3. Titans lead by 6. 2 straight assists by Trey Coles. The senior has stepped up. And a big 3 by Brent Thompson. This has been a really exciting couple minutes, so there might be one voice you haven't heard. Deuce, like 2 minutes ago, said he had to go to the bathroom. He's missed the most exciting part of the game, but our dozens of people watching this game online, you haven't missed it. Ryan, that was crazy.
That was. That's what it's all about. You live for the moments like those. You saw a swing heavily in Carmel's favor. They got probably an unforced error that led to them picking up that basket, and then able to pick the pocket of Trey Coles and tie the game back up. When Deuce, you missed a lot,
yeah,
man.
Deuce, you missed a lot. All right, Deuce is
so they
back.
missed-
So I'm gonna recap it for you.
All right.
Because there were no whistles from the time the Titans retook the lead. Then they took a 2-point lead, got a stop. Alex Chaikin came down, hit a runner through contact, they went up 4. Carmel missed down 4, but got a tip to tie it, to cut it to 2. Then immediately stole the ball from Trey to tie it. Titans had patience in the tie game. Trey Coles hit Alex Chaikin for a deep 3 to take a 3-point lead. Morandati, your boy, guess he knew you weren't here. He had a bad turnover. Titans come down, transition 3, Trey Coles to Brent Thompson, and it's a 6-point lead. And they have fouls to give. I would have said in that timeout, if they beat you by a half step, just foul.
Yep.
Make them throw it in.
30 to go.
Good
Morandati.
play call, and
with
Morandati
space.
hits the 3. Credit to Coach Kerry Williams. He drew up a great play coming out of the timeout. Elevator screen for Morandati. And
I'm so nervous.
just like that, it's a 3-point game again.
Can't watch.
And Carmel only has 1 foul this quarter, so they can afford to be super aggressive. If you foul, you foul. I don't think anyone on Carmel who's still in the game is in foul trouble. We know Agbo fouled out a few minutes ago.
You know,
So,
at this point in the game, if
They're
you're
going to press. They're going to go hard for steals. We just saw Joaquin Harley pick the pocket of Trey Coles. You've got to be secure with a basketball here.
Yeah, the Titans with under 30 to go, up 3. I guess question comes for the Carmel coach, Kerry Williams. What do you do? Do you make the decision?
Well, yeah, I just think you press, you go hard for a steal, and if you foul, you foul.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
You have
because
to
they're not in the bonus.
Yep.
And every time you foul, they're going to have to inbound it. And every time they inbound it, it's a chance to
Foul again.
Foul again or 5-second violation. So each team does have 1 timeout left. And I suspect you'll see at least 1 more timeout called.
Dude.
Give and go.
Titans.
Great job on the press break. You got to make this. Turan kind of got away with a travel. They pull it out. Running clock. Down to 15 seconds. They're doing a great job. Finally, Carmel gives the foul. Trinity ran 15 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah.
That was a clinic. Great job by the Titans.
Yeah, that was
And
an
it's now
interest-
just 12 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was an
sealed the
interesting
deal though if he would have made the shot.
Yeah, I think that was one of those deals where the clock was the priority and just
Yeah.
wanted to run time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had enough time to come back. They would have put you up by 5 again.
What's going on? I think we got a clock situation. Yeah.
All right. I think they'll
12.2
add
seconds.
some time.
Not sure what's going on. All right, so it is a clock issue. I think they're going to add some time. 13.5, so they added 0.8 seconds. But that could be crucial. Inbounds to Chaikin, and he's fouled, but they still, I mean, you got to give it quick there.
Yeah.
They ran 2.5 seconds off. That foul is on Dakota Sellers, still not in the bonus yet, only the third team foul on Carmel, so they're going to have to give 2 more. Brent, that
get 'em.
ran another 2 seconds, and we're working Ash Bell here. It's a lot of stopping and starting, so now if they foul again, it will be free throws, and it'll be 2 free throws. The 1-and-1 has been eliminated from high school basketball. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's all 2-shot fouls now. They get it to Chaikin.
And they'll bring him to the line.
8 seconds left, and Alex Chaikin will shoot 2.
Yeah, that ball was always going to go to either Brent Thompson or Alex Chaikin, 2 best free throw shooters for the Titans. And they're able to find their best in Alex Chaikin. Chaikin knocks him down,
But this is pressure.
Yeah, so we see the Titans don't put any rebounders underneath. Got everybody back.
If he
This
makes
would be
one.
huge one if he can make it. He does, and
Game.
makes it a 2-possession game. So Carmel does still have a timeout. So, I mean, they're going to need to score very quickly and then use that timeout to stop the clock. The clock does not stop after a make in high school basketball, as Chaikin nails them both. So back to your question earlier, Deuce, who's the MVP? Well, it's not over yet. Morandati hit the 3 to cut it to a 2-point game with 2.6 seconds.
what's that?
We don't
Really
have
oil.
tenths of seconds on our scoreboard here, but trust me, it's 2.6, and I guess they only gave him a 2 for that.
Yeah, I think his foot was on the line. I
Well-
could tell from up here it was close, but
It did look close.
I
I
see
think
one
it was
ref
a 2.
saying 2, the other ref saying 3. They're discussing it.
they're going to give it as a
And now they've added another point, so it was a 3. So 2-point lead for Trinity, 2.6 seconds left, and I'm gonna save any MVP conversation until this thing's over,
Agreed.
because it's a little premature what I was about to say. So
Think Chaikin's the MVP.
Okay,
Gotta
don't
win.
jinx it.
gotta win the
Yeah,
game.
gotta win. They'll find
Get it
Mason
in.
Patrick.
That's the most important thing now. With 1.8, if Mason Patrick hits these 2, it's over. Scoreboard says that Carmel still has 1 timeout, but I believe that's wrong. I think they're out of timeouts. I think they just used their last one, and the scoreboard here did not. Did not take it off. Mason does miss. So even if he makes this, Carmel will have potentially a shot to tie it.
Or to win it.
Or to win it. Well, guess they had a timeout left. I mean, it said 1 timeout, and they called a timeout.
Oh,
No
snap.
timeouts.
I can't watch.
The
Uh-oh.
scoreboard said 1. This is going to be really interesting here.
Carmel did not have one.
They had no
Called one.
timeouts.
Referees
But the
acknowledged
scoreboard
it.
said they had a timeout. Ash Bell is saying sometimes the scoreboard takes a second, so we've got a lot to unpack here. The clock says 0.5 seconds. Mason Patrick missed both free throws that would have clinched it.
Now, if you're Carmel,
And
you give the
Carmel-
ball to Billy Hoyle.
Carmel seems very unhappy with what they're being told. It's going to be a technical foul because they called a timeout they didn't have. And I feel for them because the scoreboard said 1. And, you know, I was mentioning even when Mason was on the line, they didn't take that last timeout off the board. Now, to be fair, your job as a coach, you got to know. You got to have a manager and assistant coach who's on timeout duty. And so it's a tough break for Carmel. I do feel for them that the timeout didn't match reality,
Yeah, and I think
but that should do it.
Yeah, that brings your best free throw shooter to the line, and even if he doesn't make it, yeah, I was gonna say it's still Titan ball. So yeah, that'll kind of be it.
I feel like you never say never, but
Game.
I don't see how Carmel can win this game.
No,
It's impossible.
I'll say never on this one. There, at this point,
It's impossible.
Yep.
Deuce says it's impossible.
I think
Ryan
Titans
says
won.
never.
Kids meals, easy peasy. We
Yeah.
got to it.
It's going to be a game where the it's going to be a close final, but it's even. It looks like we
Closer
got
than the score.
Another technical, I think. No. We got another technical. Looks like.
Still unsure.
No, never mind. Just going to be Titan ball on the side. What I was going to say is, so Trinity's going to win this game by 4, and honestly, it was a closer game than that.
Yes.
I mean, this is a game that really.
And it still says,
it's like
I know it don't.
a
I thought it
one
still
a
said
one or
time
a
out.
1 or 2 point game. Great fight by Carmel, but it is over, and the Titans win and take home the Travis Invitational Trophy. And yeah, I think Alex Chaikin probably is MVP. He was really the closer in the fourth quarter, hit a couple huge threes.
Good.
Mason was probably the best player last night, but in the fourth quarter, Turan was great, Brent was great, Trey Coles was great, as well as Alex Chaikin, Keaton Gregory. I mean, the 6 guys who played the bulk of the minutes tonight all played well, and they had to because Carmel's good.
Yeah. Good.
But yeah, I predict Alex will get MVP, and then I think you're going to get one more guy in all tournament, and I can't really begin to predict who. Well, probably Mason, I guess.
Yeah,
if you look at
I
the
would
two
say it
nights.
would be Mason.
I appreciate you, Mr. Hamlin.
Appreciate y'all. So, yeah, Deuce, great job. Ryan, great job. Before we sign off, I mean,
We won.
I want to give you guys a chance. Give you guys a chance to give closing thoughts on this game tonight. Deuce, we'll start with you.
It was a great team win. I mean, you had your downs, but you had a lot more ups, which led to the win. Congrats to my guys, especially Trey Coles and Brent. They're like brothers in me. Congratulations to the whole team, and good luck on a great season.
Yeah, I completely agree. Team win, but I think I called it as the Titans were heading in. They needed someone to step up, preferably one of their senior captains, and one of those senior captains did. Alex Chaikin.
They both did, really.
Yeah, they both did. Alex Chaikin and Trey Coles doing a great job. Put the team on their back. Trey able to come back, get those 2 huge assists that I don't want to say sealed the game, but definitely gave the Titans the advantage. Yeah. And then Chaikin responsible for hitting one of those threes and his leadership throughout the fourth quarter. So we'll see what the all-tournament team looks like, but I think the Titans will have a case for 2, if not 3 members on it.
Yeah, I think it's predetermined. I think the winner gets an MVP and 1 all-tournament. The runner-up gets 2 all-tournament.
Well,
the third place gets 1, I think.
I don't know if they changed it from last year, but last year Davion Brown got player, and then Leland Coleman and Alex Chaikin both were all tournament. So maybe not. That's what I'm going off of.
And I also don't know if they're going to announce it because Carmel's left the court. So I was saying we should stick around for the all tournament presentation, but I don't know. Doesn't look like they're going to be one. So hopefully this week, maybe on ESPN, on the I don't know if we'll be able to do it with exams this week actually, but maybe we'll try and get whoever the MVP and all tournament on the podcast this week.
Check our social media.
Definitely check our social media. And if you found this broadcast, you obviously found TESPN, and we got a whole lot of podcasts that you can watch from fall sports. Including, I think we had Deuce, early in the fall. So if you want to see what the man looks like, he's even better to look at than to listen to, some people say. So and tell you what,
Julia.
actually,
Julia.
Coach Blazer just texted me. Let me know if you want any of our guys. So let's get Alex up here now.
All right.
We're gonna do an interview, an impromptu post-game interview. If I can respond here real quickly, and so stick around. We're gonna interview Alex Chaikin, get him out here, and saying hi to a couple legends up here in the press box. Ben Mills, Gus Mitchell, a couple alums in the house tonight. So yeah, Alex Chaikin should be on his way up for an interview, and while we're doing that, I want to, I assume if you're still watching at this point, you're a Trinity fan. So I just want to remind everybody why we have this event, to honor Coach Travis. This court is named for him. We have an annual sportsmanship award named for him. And also the state coach of the year is named for him. So he's a legend, and this is his namesake tournament, the Travis Invitational, and always a great start to your season here in December to win this tournament. And the Titans had to fight hard for it. They were behind at the end of the first quarter. They were behind at the end of the second quarter. They were behind at the end of the third quarter. But the only thing that matters is being ahead at the end of the game, and Trinity was able to do just that.
And that'll make it back-to-back victories in this Travis tournament for the Titans. I know you just mentioned one of those early goals that you set out for yourself. Always want to win your own tournament. Definitely helps set the tone. Titans now we'll move to 2-3 on the season.
3-3.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgotten about the win yesterday. So back to 500, able to kind of claw their way back after kind of some disappointing losses. But I know that their spirits are high, and
well, we got
an example of high spirits.
We're gonna hear about the high spirits right now. We got Alex Chaikin on the way, or he's here, I should say.
Stuff.
Alex, congratulations, and thanks for joining us. It was a hard-fought game tonight. Ryan and I were just talking about down at the end of the first, down at the end of the second, down at the end of the third, winning at the end of the fourth, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. We knew it was going to be a hard game going in, just because last game it was a battle too. So we just told ourselves to keep our head down and keep fighting. We got the win, so it feels good.
So I thought the most important play of the game was the play you made, and you're probably thinking to yourself, which one? Was it the NBA three? Was it the free throws down the stretch? All that was great, but I actually think the most important play of the game, Titans had, I believe, a 1-point lead. You got an offensive rebound off a missed three, and you got the fifth foul on the big man, Richard Agbo, which fundamentally changed Carmel's team when he's not in there.
Yep.
He gives them rim protection, rebounding. We saw his spectacular putback dunk in the first half. And so you were able to get that rebound, kind of create a little contact with him, get him out. And to me, that was the most important play of the game. Ryan described it as big, huge, and massive. And I described it as smart. Can you talk about that play? You remember that play?
Yeah, I do. In the first half, I thought we did a pretty bad job rebounding overall. And then, we just wanted to attack the glass in the second half. And obviously he was in foul trouble, so we wanted to attack him. And I went after it and, try to draw a foul, and it worked. So.
Yeah, and so just your role on this team as one of the main scorers. I don't know all the stats, but you probably led the team in scoring most of the games, not last night, but most games. Also creating for your teammates, but maybe most importantly being a senior co-captain of what's really a pretty young team. And can you just talk about how you view your role as a captain? I guess talk about your role on and off the court.
Yeah, so I feel like we have a really close team this year. So, we're all friends. And I think the good thing about that is we can keep each other accountable. We're not going at each other's necks, but when we come at somebody and try to tell them what they can do better, I think they're going to listen to us. And there's a lot of young guys, so definitely some senior leadership is needed. right? Me and Trey both captains. We've both been here for a while, so we kind of know the ins and outs of the program, the team, all the plays. So anybody that needs help, we're there, and we just try to keep each other accountable.
That's great. Let me just give you two more quick ones, and then Ryan, if you have any questions for Alex. Do you have a question, Ryan?
Yeah, I was just going to talk about, kind of piggyback off that, with you being a captain and this being such a young team. You've got an 8th grader, a couple of 9th graders. Is there one thing that you're telling them, in the breaks, during practice, in those moments? Hey, we know their technique is borderline flawless at times, and their technical ability can be unmatched. Is there something more on the mental side of it that your experience brings that you're telling them?
Yeah, I would just tell them to be locked in. One thing our coach says is the games are won with the little things, and that's something you don't really think about when you're a younger guy. So I would say just to focus on the little things, keep your head down, keep yourself locked in. That's pretty much it.
And two more real quick, Alex. One of the two questions I had to finish up was, clearly you have 4 guys with you, Mason, Trey, and Brent, who are in most of the time and all have significant varsity experience. But then beyond that, tonight you got good minutes from Keaton Gregory, Teran Nelson. I mean, those two in particular. And can you just talk about what those guys beyond, who they don't have varsity experience, what they bring to the table?
Yeah, I honestly think this was our best team win yet. Down the line, at the end of the game, everybody was doing big things. Keaton had some really big offensive rebounds. He played really big tonight. Some other players hit some really big shots, and that's great. That's what you want to see, especially from those young guys.
And then last thing, just about the Travis Invitational. You've heard me talk about Coach Travis, who this tournament and this court is named after, and it's an annual event. This is the 23rd annual. But you played in it now 3 times, and as a sophomore, took a pretty significant loss in the championship to Catholic. Last year got a really impressive win against Stewart. Now your second time winning this Travis Invitational trophy. You just talk about what the tournament means to you now in your 3rd time playing in it, and also what kind of a springboard it can be for this team going forward to get a trophy under your belt.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to it every year. I think it brings the community of Trinity together. It's kind of like our first look at the team for all the fans. So the energy's always there. We always want to bring our best, and thankfully these last 2 years we've got some really good wins. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Banner Christian, who you beat last night, D4 state champions last year, small school but a lot of talent, and then Carmel as a power at the D3 level. So they're smaller in terms of student enrollment, but really talented teams, and you took care of business. So congratulations, Alex. Thanks so much for joining us. Can't wait to see you back out here on the court, I think in about 10 or 11 days against Gabe Henry.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
All right, thanks, Alex. Congratulations, man. Thanks, everybody that stuck around for the post-game interview and everyone who watched the game tonight. Thank you to Ryan Lloyd, Deuce Edwards. Thank you, of course, to Ash Bell, our producer. Thank you to executive producer Carter Tyree, who got it all set up and had a long weekend working the scoreboard for 8 games in the course of about 30 hours. So a lot for Coach Tyree to have to do. And I am Rick Hamlin. I played for Coach Dale Travis, and I am happy to say that the Travis Invitational Trophy stays where it belongs on Pitaway Drive. We'll see you next time.